Hey guys, Kim Jong-Lee here, back with another online commentary battle for Rome Total War. Haven't been uploading much recently because of school, and also because I haven't really been playing the game much either. So I think I've already lost interest in a lot of it, but it's still fun to watch occasionally. So yeah, maybe I'll put up a video once in a while. But anyway, we have Nidintu here. This is one of his replays, so thanks to him for sending it in. And his opponent is Kleo. Just get the battle started since it is fairly long. Looks like they've both gone for a 14-6 build. Nothing fancy there. And we can triple speed it to get things going. So Nidintu pivoted a bit there, turned around a little bit. Guess Kleo wants to reorganize. He did take a bit of peeler in the back, so he has quite a few dead people there. So the first kind of initial peeler throw does go to Nidintu, advantage-wise. And it seems like Nidintu might have wanted to get on the flank of Kleo a little bit to start off. And just more rotating. So not much to see at this point. So we can see Kleo really doesn't want Nidintu on his flank, and Nidintu doesn't want Kleo on his flank either. So they just keep rotating to kind of face each other. So looks like Kleo's decided to engage Nidintu in the peeler duel. So finally a bit of action, but even this bit of action is pretty normal. Nothing to stand out at this point. Nothing to really talk about. One thing to note is that Kleo does have all his cav on this side rather than behind his urbans, which could indicate that he's trying to go for a push with his urbans and then come in the side or the back with these Praetorian cav units, but this opens up his this left side here. So Nidintu can take advantage of that, but the risk with that is if you go for this side, you have to defend this side, which isn't too difficult. So Kleo having his cav on one side could work to his advantage, but in my opinion, it's probably more disadvantageous for him. He's going to go for a quick charge here, which fails to rout the unit, it seems, so that's quite poor for Kleo. He probably lost one or two dudes there, but he lost more than one or two dudes. He lost quite a substantial amount of cav, which is always bad. Your cav is a bit more precious than your urbans still in 31k, because they do have the charge bonus, which is very effective. Nidintu's taking the game slow, which I quite like. Just, you know, hanging back and yeah, just engaging when he's run out of peeler, which is fair. Kleo here, still hanging back. His cav isn't out as much to the side as before, so that's good to see. We can slow it a bit down now and have a look at what's going on. Nidintu is getting in there with these urbans that have run out, I assume, have run out of peeler, which does mean the urbans behind them will throw into these units here, which is quite nice. And he has managed to rout one unit already, So this aggressive kind of slightly aggressive push, but it's quite well within reason, to be honest. Is quite fair. He's loose formationed all his guys, I assume, to try and get Peeler off before charging them in, which is fine. Some people do criticize this because they see it as making the formation quite weak to charges, but you can put them into tight formation fairly quickly, so if it's not too much of a disadvantage, to be honest. I like keeping, personally, my last rank in tight formation for most of the time. We do have 2 units here from Kleo routing. Nidintu going on the offensive and getting those infantry charges in, as well as not putting his guys into guard mode, really just chews up Kleo's guys, and it puts Kleo on a clock. So it forces Kleo to be the aggressor now. Kleo's got to try and fight Nidintu back. What Kleo does have going for him is all these angles here that Nidintu's opened up as a result of not putting his guys in guard mode, so Kleo is going to be able to get some nice routes there, but Nidintu's going to be able to come with a counter charge. Kleo does manage to route a fair few, actually, 4 units, but they were probably more depleted units anyway. But it does kind of even things up. A bit of Kleo's cav here, a bit close to his guys, and this Testudo here taking up a fairly big unit. We have a cav strike that did sort of come in from Nidintu, but he pulled back, seeing Kleo's cav there ready to go in, and Nidintu here getting a nice angle on these urbans here, but one of them is in guard mode, so the effect won't be as bad. He is prepared though, and he's got a lot of cav lined up on this side. Nidintu sees that Kleo's got 2 cav on the wing here, and Nidintu's got the advantage in cav on this side. So that's why Nidintu went for it, I assume. And now Kleo has to pull these guys back to kind of deal with this, but it might be a bit too late if he doesn't do it quickly enough. And Kleo does get the pull out, but not without taking a ton of losses. An urban cohort going astray there, and quite a few urbans and maybe a cav unit routing in the process. Good news for Nidintu, maybe this is a bit overextended here for Nidintu, but he's going to micro his way out of that. So nice work there on the left side. On this right side, Nidintu doesn't look as good, but he's pretty much doing fine. He's not doing too bad. He does have to watch out for this unit here, which could end up beating this unit and then encircling these guys, but the fight is really on this center now. Nidintu's able to focus on the center now that this wing has been dealt with. Kleo does have an extra urban cohort out here though that he flung out to the side. Nidintu's general does route, unfortunately. Kleo has a lot of cav left, surprisingly. Nidintu must have gotten a lot of his cav killed on this left side in all the commotion. Kleo is looking alright, quite good. His general's still alive. Here's these 2 units here. If I was him, I'd just really push these 2 units, force them through these units here, and get them connected back up with the main force over there. Kleo really nice here with the block, with these urbans in guard mode. Really like that. And looks like Kleo's general got sniped there by some calves, so swings things in Nidintu's favor a little bit now. Kleo's really got to try and, stabilize on this left side and then come around here to save his men, but a well-placed charge by Nidintu manages to take out the rest of his cav, and looks like that's it, because that charge didn't go through, so there's not much more Kleo can do now with the infantry dead. So well played to Nidintu. A very close game. Kleo had some chances, I guess, but I think Nidintu taking out this side here when he had relative advantage compared to Kleo was very good move. Really set him up, put him in a good position to take the rest of the game. And yeah, after that it really was on Kleo to kind of try and stabilize. And Kleo just barely failed to do that. But it was very close game, very well contested. Kleo with some really great blocks with the infantry, and yeah. See you guys next time.